Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day and let's just jump into it. Alright, so today I wanted to talk to you about watchtowers or archer towers, depends on what you call them or what you use them for. But basically, this is what they look like. The game has quite a few of them scattered all over the place, especially in the meadows. And this is what they look like from all the sides. Here's what the tower looks like with a wall around it, and I think it's a little too small, especially if you make the rest of your buildings a little larger. So I made 4 different tower designs, slowly progressing in difficulty, and I hope you like them. So here's my first design, and I think this is a pretty simple design, but it adds a lot to the scenery. And if you have a rather larger base, like a fort or something like that, I definitely think you should have watchtowers about this size. Now, when you make the tower a little taller than the stock one, you kind of start to see that making a ladder all the way up there, it can look really weird if you just have a straight shot going down. So that's why I made 3 little towers, well, 2 smaller towers that lead to the bigger one. And I decorated it, putting some shields on the side of the wall. Um, you can see that it's sticking out quite a bit more. Even the second tower is a little bit taller than the stock one. Alright, so here's what it looks like from close up. We have some chests over there. Flags are a little large, so I just use the square shield to make it look like there's a flag over here. And when we go up the stairs, I put a spear over here in case you need to shoot at the enemies. When they're coming from that direction, you could just shoot it from over here. And when we go to the top and the tallest tower, you could see that you have a much better view from over here than the other ones. On top of that, there's a little more room, and we use the shields over here to protect us if somebody's shooting arrows back at us. Alright, here's another overview of what the first tower design looks like. It's pretty simple. You make 3 towers. You start off with the much smaller one that leads to the bigger one that ends up leading to the main one. And I put shields on each side of the wall that would add a little more protection, and I think it looks a lot better. You could also place some weapons on the side and some drinks if the boys get hungry. I put a little helmet over here and a spear just so that it looks like in case there's a battle, they're ready to go. Alright guys, so here's my second design. As you could see, it follows the same blueprint as the first design, where you have 3 towers with the smaller one leading to the bigger one and the bigger one leading to the largest one. But over here, the largest one is quite a bit bigger than the second one and a lot bigger than the first one. So I used some core wood to make it much larger and stronger, and I used some support beams to make sure that it's not going anywhere. I used some shields as decoration, and over here I used some bronze buckler where the X beams connect. That is just an idea in case you don't want to see the connection, like you see it over here. You see where the beams connect. You could put a decoration slab like this, or you could put bronze bucklers where it looks like a giant bolt is holding it together. Here it is from the outside. You can see that it's quite large. Even with raised walls, it still sticks out quite a lot, giving you a huge advantage if you were going to shoot at your enemies. Over here I have some weapons, just if you're being attacked, you could grab them as you go up the tower. We have a spear We have a wooden shield on the side, of course. You could shoot at your enemies from this point. If your enemies are attacking from this side, you could shoot at them, and you could see that you have a pretty clear advantage when you're shooting it at them from a higher ground. And when we go up, you can see that the highest tower has a lot more room. On this side I put 2 shields, which would allow 3 people to shoot. This one has a lot of room. On this side it's 3 shields, and see, you have a little more protection. And here we have 3 shields as well. I put some decoration and 2 bows and a spear. Alright, so here's what it looks like if you're from the attacking side. Here we have the next tower design, and as you can see here, I used a lot more stone than in the previous designs. I used a few more dragon heads, and I used some stairs on the bottom to give it more of a stable looking base. Here's what it looks like from all the sides. My character got a bit of a Assassin's Creed vibe to it, so I decided to just roll with it, and here's what it looks like when you're just sitting at the dragon's head. Alright guys, so here's the door, and here's what it looks like from the bottom. And you could see that the tower is quite large compared to the size of your character. Alright guys, so here's what it looks like from the inside. I put in some chests, some bows, and some drinks. And here's what the outlook looks like. You could shoot at your enemies from over here. Or if you want to get a better opening, you could just do it from over here. I put some steps so that you could shoot at things or at the attackers from a better position. Alright guys, so here's tower design number 4. As you could see, I made a whole wall around it to make it blend in better, and I experimented with quite a few wall designs, but this is the one I decided to stop on. And here's what it looks like from all the angles. Now I added some ooze bombs to make it look like the dragon has spikes on its back. I added a smithing station with a lot of helmets to make it seem like the army is always ready in case there is an attack. There's a way to get to the wall. Here's the other side. Added some material in case they need to work on the tower. Added some place where they could cook food. And here's what the top of the wall looks like. And here's how it is to get to the top of the wall. Or if you want to do it from the tower, here we have some repairing tools, same as here. We have some weapons for the army. and when you go up, that's how you get to the middle of the wall. Alright guys, and here's what the top of the tower looks like. I put in some chests over here, a spear just in case, a sword, a few helmets, and 3 bows. This way, if somebody's attacking, the archers would be able to shoot at the enemies from over here. From this point of view, I have a pretty clear shot at the first boss, and the reason why I decided to make this large tower right next to the boss is I was wondering how it's gonna work and if it would help me defeat the first boss if I made this massive structure with a lot of defensive positions. Alright guys, so here's the final tower design, and on this one I wasn't really trying to be practical. I was just trying to see what the game would allow me to create, and I was trying to make a spiral looking thing with the dragon heads reaching towards the sky, and here's what it looks like from above. Now so far I really have no way to get in or out of the tower, which kind of makes it useless, but I just made it just to see what I could do, and maybe somehow I could incorporate this in my other builds. Alright, here's one last look at the final tower. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know which tower you like the most. Let me know if you would like to see any new builds, any other ideas, maybe how to build some walls, some gates, some castles. Just let me know, and I'll see what I could do. Thank you and have a nice day.